Whatever you do, don't go to my website because it doesn't exist anymore. What's up, business heroes? It's your self-employment sidekick, Dave, here to be stupid so you can learn from my mistakes and avoid some of the pitfalls and pratfalls that invariably come when you're just going out there experimenting, trying to do something. I made a mistake, and let me tell you about it. Oh, but first, video mode, activate. There we go. I love saving money. And one way that I do that is to do shopping on AppSumo, which is a marketplace. There's a rave going on downstairs. This is what you get when you homeschool. Raves all the time. Where was I again? Oh, AppSumo is usually a great place to find killer deals, lifetime deals on software. I found email marketing tools, SEO tools, courses, stickers even. The design tool that I use for my YouTube thumbnails, AppSumo. A testimonial and feedback management tool that I use for my clients, AppSumo. A video sales letter tool. I have a lifetime subscription to the royalty-free music that I use in my YouTube videos. I've spent a lot of money on AppSumo. And I also purchased some web hosting on AppSumo. And that was a mistake. So to clarify, AppSumo kind of has two different things going on. A while ago, everything you found on them, they vetted and built partnerships with the companies that were offering the lifetime deals. But more recently, they opened up a whole marketplace where just about anybody can come in and list their product, service, or font. That's really annoying. It's got really junky. But there are still some gems. I saw a lifetime deal on web hosting. I design websites, so this was interesting to me. I was thinking maybe I could save a few bucks and at least use this for kind of a testing server to play around at least with my own personal projects like self-employment sidekick. And yeah, so long story short, it didn't work out. I won't name names, but after I bought the deal and started my account with the company, they got acquired or something wacky. So then the name of the hosting service changed, and then a month after that, they needed to migrate everything over to a completely different platform, and they provided no support at all. Any money that I might have saved on this deal evaporated in that migration because it was a long, drawn-out headache. And then things got worse.
The Met Office has issued a rare red weather warning.
Storm Eunice blew through the UK, where this hosting company is based out of. Just the other day, I went to check my website, and it was down. I go to the hosting company's website, and there's a little message that says, Hurricane Eunice damaged their building, flooded their server room. Some services might come back online, and others are damaged and gone forever. And I was one of the lucky ones to have lost everything.
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
So, yay me! Wanted to record a quick update. So yesterday, after I recorded this video, I emailed AppSumo just to give them some feedback, let them know what had happened. I wasn't trying to get anything out of it. There was no blood on their hands. I just wanted to let them know and encourage them to maybe vet their marketplace a little bit better. A really nice guy from their customer support team named Andrew got back to me today, and he offered to refund the full amount of the deal, even though we were well past the original refund window. And on top of that, he added $10 credit to my account. So again, they were not in the wrong, but they did everything they could and then some to make it right, and I just really appreciate that. So kudos to AppSumo, and thank you, Andrew. You're awesome. Now, back to the rest of the video. I don't run a hosting company, but if I did, I probably wouldn't put all my eggs in one basket or all my servers in one facility, especially if there's any risk at all that it might get damaged. and destroyed in some natural disaster. I don't know what was going on. I feel bad for the company because I don't know if they're going to make it through this. If the one thing that people were paying them to provide, they don't have the ability to provide any longer. And even if they do find their feet after customers going through the experience of losing everything, their reliability is out the window and their reputation as a hosting company is completely gone now. So let's take a moment for the unnamed hosting company. Okay, now there is the chance that this whole thing is a scam, in which case I have no heart for them. But let's give them the benefit of the doubt and take them at their word that it was in fact a natural disaster that precipitated all of this. What can we learn from the situation? Number one, let's start off with a cliche. If it's too good to be true, a lifetime deal on web hosting. The math doesn't really work out on that. I spent $24, which is a couple months, 3 months of pretty solid hosting on any other platform. So that should have been a red flag. And I was thinking, is this actually legit? How can you possibly offer lifetime hosting? I mean, over time, just the electricity costs, you're going to take a loss on everybody who purchases this deal, unless there's some major upsell or an out, and they're only planning on offering this for a few months, which turns out they did. I should have trusted my gut and walked away, or taken some extra precautions and backed things up, which is number 2, back things up. Have multiple copies of anything that you care about, because technology fails all the time. For my most important projects, I like to work off of a 3-copy system. A local copy on the computer where you're actually doing the work, an external hard drive where you back everything up off of something that's off of your main machine, and a cloud copy, whether it's Google Drive or Dropbox, or if you use a service like Backblaze. This gives you multiple layers of redundancy, like the hosting company should have had. So in case your main computer fails, you have your external hard drive that you can just plug it in and you have a backup. If that fails, or God forbid, your house burns down and both your computer and your hard drives are lost in one cataclysmic event, you have the online copy. And if all 3 of them go, then
take a hint.
Maybe you're not supposed to work on that project. No, just go for a walk. I don't know. Lesson number 3, look for the lesson, or look for the opportunity. I'm still in the process of doing this. This is all still pretty fresh for this particular experience, but it gives me an opportunity to think. Obviously, it wasn't built on the best hosting environment, but is there something new I can do, or should I just try to slap it back together as close as it was earlier? But it's all an experiment. I get to build it back a little bit different this time, maybe a little bit stronger, a little bit more efficiently. Thankfully, I have things backed up. I was publishing my articles to Medium, so you can follow me and access all my content there still, while I'm in the process of rising from the ashes. Lesson number 4, don't skimp on the things that really matter. If you're a marathon runner, you should probably invest in a good pair of shoes. If your livelihood depends on people being able to access your website so they can purchase your product or services, and who is that not today? You should probably invest in some good, reliable web hosting. Thankfully, none of my client sites or my main business websites were on this piece of trash. I have them over with Flywheel, WPMU Devs Hosting, and Hostinger. I would vouch for all 3 of those if you are shopping around for hosting. Links below in the description. So yeah, a little life update, some lessons learned, and an opportunity to be transparent with you, because I want to be a sidekick. I want to be a real person. I want to be a real help. I'm not going to pretend like I don't do stupid stuff. And when I do trip and fall in a hole, count it all joy. I'm going to shout back behind me and tell you to look out for that hole. So look out for this whole. Okay, on one hand, I feel like I should tell you the name of the company to avoid them specifically, but I honestly, the way that everything kind of swapped around, I'm not sure if this is the actual team that I purchased the original lifetime deal with, or if this is a new company that's just doing their best to manage some clients that a failing company had thrown at them. I don't know if they're scammers and this is all fake, or if they're a legitimate company that just had an incredibly unfortunate thing happen to them. So because I don't know that, I'm not going to throw them under the bus, but I will say, do your due diligence. If something doesn't seem right, too good to be true, it probably is. Read reviews from trusted sources and try to find a good, reliable, known hosting provider. Compare pricing. Everybody loves saving money, myself included, but don't go for the cheapest option because it's probably the cheapest option for a reason. And I should have known this. Anyways, hope this was helpful to you. Good luck out there, and see you in the next one. Gonna get cracking building my website again.